welcome to another edition of Almost Martha. And today I'm going to be making a very special recipe from the Leopard Family Cookbook. Hi, Mom. We just talked about this a few days ago, and that is her recipe for peanut brittle. And you make it in the microwave. So it's really easy and it's really good. We used to make it all the time. I don't know why we stopped. But I thought it'd be a good idea, because I know someone who really loves peanut brittle, to make like a homemade little Christmas present for them. So it's a great thing to give. Everybody gives cookies, right? Give some peanut brittle. Oh, people will love it, love it, love it, love it. So I've assembled some things and I've made a couple batches. So here's what I've learned. First of all, this sugar's tough, right? It's very sticky. It's very gloppy. I just put down a piece of parchment paper here on my counter, just so I don't have to, work at getting the sugar up later. I also, this beautiful casserole dish looked like I was going to have to throw it away because of the sugar residue that stuck to it. But really, you just put it in hot water and everything came off just beautifully. The sugar melts, so it's not a big deal. But I might just spray it with a little Pam this time, just to kind of help it not be quite as gloppy. So I hope that doesn't change the chemical balance of everything here, right? So we are going to start with 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to put right into this casserole dish. And we have a 1/2 cup of Karo syrup. So if you made my mom's pecan pie, we used light Karo syrup for that pie. And that's what we're using here, the light Karo syrup. So if you bought it to make your pecan pie this Thanksgiving, you can use the rest of it for peanut brittle, for making your own candy. How great is that? So once you put the Karo and the sugar in here, I'm just going to try to mix it up as best as possible. Then we're going to put this in the microwave and we're going to put it on high for about 4 minutes. But it's really hard to get these things to meld together. So what I found is I'm just going to get it started and get it a little warm. And then I'm going to finish mixing in the sugar. So I'm going to open my microwave. I'm going to do about a minute. Then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to completely stir in the sugar and Karo together. So this step says about 3 to 5 minutes. Oh no, sorry. This is 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. The second step, when I put in the peanuts, is about 3 to 5 minutes, and it really took longer than I anticipated. So there you go. All right, we were about 33 seconds. I'm going to open and take a look, see if it's a little more pliable. Well, it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm just trying to get the Karo and the sugar well mixed. And it's, it's difficult. I do think this Pam that I sprayed in here is helping, though. I really do. I really, really do. Okay, that's really pretty good. So now, see, right now it hasn't turned to candy, so it's coming off my spatula pretty easily. That won't happen later in this process, I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Okay, I'm gonna close. I had about 30 seconds left, so I'm gonna do 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Go. Ding, here we go. So that was about 4 minutes. Now I'm going to take one. This is actually, I'm cheating a little bit. This is more than 1 cup, but I like a lot of peanuts. And you can use a cup, just like the recipe says, and that'll be fine. But I do like a lot of peanuts, so just gonna put those peanuts in there, stir them in. Okay, now you can see it's going to be a little harder to clean off my spatula, because all of that sugar is beginning to be a little more candy-like, a little more crystalline, right? So, okay, yeah. Good enough. I'm gonna close. Now this took about 5 minutes last time. This says 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do 5 minutes, but I might check on it right before it's finished. But I do want to tell you what the nuts that I used. These are called hubs, and we get them at Fresh Market. They are Virginia peanuts. They're the best peanuts. They're kind of big, but they have this snap to them that's really kind of amazing. So these are terrific peanuts, and they really make a terrific piece of brittle. It's always about the ingredients, right? So very good stuff. Good stuff. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add butter and we're going to add vanilla in this next step. So I'll let you know where we are making our peanut brittle. This is my impersonation of a person on the Great British Bake Off. Peering in their oven to make sure that is baked properly. Baked properly. Okay, I think, well, it's a good thing I'm looking. I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to stir. Oh, yeah. So now we've got that light browning going on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I'm going to put in some butter, about a teaspoon of butter. This might be a little, slightly more than that. And vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And if you watch this show, you know I love vanilla. I love vanilla. So always make sure I add a really good amount. I think I read something somewhere from an older cook, and she said, always double the amount of vanilla. Always double it. You'll get much better cookies. And I have taken that to heart because I like to add a lot of vanilla. Okay. All right. So now this stage didn't take very long. All right, I'm going to close. I think I cooked for about 1 minute the last time. So let's see where we are. We'll give it. Okay. That's a minute. Let's see where we are. Oh yeah, I think we're there. Okay, so now for the final step, we're going to be adding our baking soda. So this is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And you will begin to see a chemical reaction. So it's going to start bubbling. It's going to look creamier, like the entire complexion of everything changes here. So, yep, that baking soda is doing its work. Okay, now we have to move really fast, really fast. I'm going to bring it right here. And I'm going to take this, put it right on a baking sheet that I have lined with parchment paper. I have done it where I just sprayed this with the Pam, but I don't know, it just kind of felt greasy or something. So I thought this time I would try parchment paper and see how that goes. Okay. Well, this pan is certainly less of a mess because I sprayed Pam on it. So that's good. That's good. And now we just need to spread this out. We don't want it too thick. We're going to spread it out. I'm going to move it over here so you can see a little better. So we can spread it out. We want it to be a little thin. You don't want it too thick. Break somebody's tooth eating it, right? So let's just spread it out. Come on now. Come on. It's setting really quickly. So I'm just going to have to use some brute force to get it to spread a tiny bit more. Okay. You can do it, Peanut Brittle. You can do it. Okay, fantastic. Okay. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's done. So now we just let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we'll break it up into smaller pieces, and it will all be good to go. Oh yeah, it looks beautiful, right? Looks exactly the color of peanut brittle, exactly what we're looking for. So, yahoo! Okay, now's the best part, right? Where you get to make your little Christmas present. This is some bark. This is some bark. This is some peanut brittle that I've broken off into pieces. Now I'm just making a nice little gift. I'm using wax paper, not parchment paper. I think wax paper is a little better for this. These have a little butter in them, so, you know, this will work out just fine. Okay, now just fold the wax paper over and put our lid on. And there's our Christmas present. So I really hope you make this. Mom, I remember making this with you, and it's just as good as I remembered. So thank you for the recipe in the recipe book, and I hope you all enjoy it. And I hope you make it. I hope you go visit almost-martha.com to get the full recipe and see all the recipes that we've done. I am working on a big Christmas extravaganza dessert, which will be out soon. Only lacks a couple steps, so it's going to be pretty cool. So I hope you come and see that. But I hope you're enjoying this holiday season, and it's really nice to get a nice homemade gift that's made with love. And you can make this recipe multiple times. I have some more cooling back here. So there'll be a few people are going to be lucky enough to get some peanut brittle. So hope you're enjoying the season, and I hope you enjoy this recipe, and you come visit me at almost-martha.com. Thanks for joining. See you next time.